En unos días. Oh, I like this one because this one is a bit vague. It's not a precise thing to say. It's not about something precise. Rather, it's just something vague when you're not sure if it's gonna happen tomorrow or the day after or the day after or the day after. So this means, let's see what this means. In a few days. In a few days. I don't know when. In a few days. En unos días. For example, Miguel se irá en unos días. Miguel se irá en unos días. This means Miguel will leave in a few days. Maybe he's going back to his town. I don't know. But you don't know when precisely. You just know that he will spend some days somewhere and then he'll be gone. Okay, so let's break this down. Miguel is Miguel. Miguel is Miguel. Se irá, will leave. Irá, with the accent mark, means will leave. Okay? Now, if it doesn't have the accent mark, it means anger. Did you know that? Did you know that without the accent mark, without the tilde, that means anger. So just like this. So if you have it like that, that means anger, okay? Or wrath. So don't forget the accent mark. Some people forget, Spanish speakers forget to add the tilde, the accent mark, to some words, and that's okay. That's okay. But if you want to have good grammar, it's good to know the difference, right? So irá means to leave or will leave. Ira means anger. And the pronunciation is a bit different too. Ira, anger. Ira, will leave. Okay? And it's common to say se irá, me iré. Okay? So this pronoun right here is commonly used. If you say Miguel irá, doesn't make sense. You have to have se. Miguel se irá. Yo me iré. Él se irá. Ustedes se irán. Okay? So don't forget that. Sometimes you will use se when talking about another person or a group of people. Okay? When I'm talking about myself, yo me. Okay? Let me just change this really quickly. Yo me iré. Okay? I will leave. Okay? Tú te irás. You will leave. Okay? No, not me. I mean, you will leave. When you're talking about someone else, he, she, or they, you need se. Ellos se irán, for example. Ellos se irán. Oops, irán. They will leave. Okay? In this situation, we're talking about Miguel. Oops. Miguel se irá. Without the end there. So, Miguel will leave. Okay? En unos días, that's the phrase we're learning. En unos días, in a few days. En means in, unos, a few or some, días, days. Okay, don't forget the accent mark there as well. Now, Miguel se irá en unos días. Miguel will leave in a few days. I'm sorry. I need a little bit of tea. Oops. I will answer your questions when we move on to the next phrase. So I usually talk about the phrase, then I answer questions, talk about the next phrase, and I answer questions, and so on. Okay. I'm watching you. I know that you're leaving some questions there, so just hang on a second. Excellent. Now the next example. The next example, guys. En unos días empezaré a mudarme. En unos días empezaré a mudarme. Once again, we can see that you can use this phrase and the previous ones at the beginning and at the end of the sentence. Okay, so very flexible. You don't have to worry about when should I say this phrase, at the beginning or at the end. Either way works. So I like that. I like that very much. What does this mean? This is an interesting phrase. This means in a few days I will start moving, or I'll start moving in a few days. Okay. En unos días, you know what this means. In a few days. Oops. Empezaré. We're seeing this verb again. Empezar. It's a very common verb. I have a lesson about it. I think it was released today. So please feel free to just check out my channel and you will see the video there. Empezaré a means I will start. Remember, empezar means to begin or to start. And you need the letter A when you want to say I will start, or in this situation, I will start to do something. Okay? Empezaré a, I will start. Mudarme. Mudarme comes from the verb mudar. Mudar means to move. When you move to a different place, from one house to another house, from one apartment to the other, or from an office to another office. Okay, you're moving your things from one place to another, essentially. Mudar, to move. Okay, not moving as I'm running or I'm walking or dancing. No, we're talking about just moving things from one place to another place. Okay, mudarme, mudar. This is a pronoun. Me means me. Okay, mudarme, that whole phrase is similar in this situation to moving. Okay, so I'm moving myself to another place. Essentially, that's what you're saying. Okay. En unos días empezaré a mudarme. In a few days, or I will start moving in a few days, or in a few days I will start moving. Excellent. This is a great phrase, guys. Obviously, you can also change this to months. En unos meses. In a few months. Okay? In a few months. Okay? Or en unos años. In a few years. Okay? Very commonly said in Spanish. So this is a very flexible phrase that you can use if you want to talk about years, days, months, and even weeks. But for that, you need to change this to unas, en unas semanas. Oops, one sec, let me fix that for you. There you go. En unas semanas, in a few weeks. And that's because semanas is feminine. And when using this phrase, you will have plural nouns. En unas semanas, en unos años, en unos días. Okay? So that's why we're using, in this situation, unas, because semanas is plural and feminine. Okay? Excellent.